Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is Bela Khan, Muslim Woman Empowerment Coach and Founder and Chief Inspirational Officer at Muslim Woman Empowerment. I've been receiving a lot of emails in my inboxes asking me questions about different issues, and unfortunately it's not possible for me to answer everyone individually. So what I have decided now is to put together a series of videos in which I'm going to be discussing these issues. These are common but important issues like self-esteem, stress management, anxiety, depression, and self-doubt, etc. So one thing about this video series is that I'm going to be giving them extremely short, 5 minutes or less, because I know this is an age of distraction and it's very hard for us to focus. So let's start with today's topics. Bismillah. Today's topic is how to deal with the negative thoughts. So negative thoughts are common. We all have it. It's a part of being human, and there's absolutely no need to hate yourself for having these thoughts, right? All of us have it, and yes, there is some value in it and we should not ignore them completely, but we must not let them disempower us, right? So these are common thoughts like, I'm not good enough, how can I do it, who's going to marry me, how can I study with a bunch of kids? So of course you all have it, but of course there is a way to deal with that, right? So let's jump into it. Bismillah. The first step, I'm going to be giving you 3 steps. The first step is to, Bismillah. I'm grateful to my daughter for this word, identify. Okay, identify these thoughts. So just imagine there's a good part of you and there's a bad part of you, right? The good part and the good voices that you hear are, encouraging and motivating you to go ahead, take action, change the world. And then there's a bad part of you and the bad voices that you hear which stops you from taking action, right? Who are you to do that, right? Who do you think you are? And stuff like that. So the first step is to identify. Because if you do not identify your enemy, you'll not be able to defeat your enemy, right? So first step, identify them. Second step, very important, okay, it has the cap on it, is to replace them with something positive and empowering. So the second step is to replace these negative thoughts with something positive and something empowering. So for example, the voice inside your head says, oh, you're not good enough. So you tell them, who says I'm not good enough? Allah says I'm good enough. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ التَّقْوِيمِ. That surely we have created man in the best form, right? Or if the voice inside your head says, let's say, why are you trying? You have failed so many times. You have failed in past. Why are you trying anyway? So you tell the voice that the past doesn't equal the future. If I fail in past doesn't mean that I'm going to fail every time. So just collect the data and replace all these negative thoughts with something positive, empowering, right? Speak out aloud. And that brings us to the third step. And this is my favorite step. And that's take action, right? Okay, I'll give you a quick example. So if you want to start the Tajweed classes and the voice inside your head is telling you, you're not confident enough, you do not have the degree, and it's just constantly stopping you from taking action, what you do is that, say, who cares if I don't have the degree? I know how to recite Quran with proper Tajweed, and that's what I'm going to teach people. Right? So go ahead, call your friends and tell them, Assalamu alaikum, I'm having this Tajweed classes at my home, please come and join me, and Bismillah, take action, start the Tajweed classes. The more action you take, the weaker these voices will become, right? I hope it was helpful, and I'll leave you with a quick note. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given a lot of potential to us, and if we are doubting ourselves, it means that we are doubting the potential that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. This world needs you. So just go ahead, serve the world with your Allah given talents, and inshallah the negative voices will take care of themselves. Please don't forget to share it and remember me in your du'as. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.